The next speaker we're going to have, let's see, who's next up? Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to introduce an exceptional individual whose journey is a testament to resilience, ambition, and the unwavering desire to make a difference. Alexandria Edwards, who was born in Georgia and raised in Memphis, Tennessee. Despite facing numerous challenges throughout her upbringing, Alexandra always believed she was destined for greater things. After graduating high school, she seized the opportunity to become a neurotechnician while simultaneously managing an office. Her passion for learning and helping others led her to become a CPR instructor, girl, I need you, where she dedicated herself to teaching life-saving skills. Alexandria's true calling emerged from a deeply personal experience, witnessing the inadequate care for her grandmother received while needing home care in Mississippi inspired her to take action. Determined to make a difference, she decided to create an agency that provides high-quality care, ensuring that others would not have to endure the same treatment. Alexandra Edwards is a shining example of how adversity can be transformed into a driving force for positive change. Her journey is an inspiration to us all, reminding us that determination and a compassionate heart, we can overcome obstacles and create meaningful impact in the lives of others. Please join me in welcoming the remarkable Alexandra Edwards.
Thank you. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, sorry. How y'all doing today? Awesome, okay. So I wanted to introduce myself. Well, she did an amazing job. I need a new bio, by the way. I actually am getting a new one written because that one is kind of long. But she did a great job. How many of us have elderly parents that are still living? 65 and up. Anybody with special needs child? Or children, or do you know anybody who has special needs kids? You do, okay. So the work that I do is centered around the elderly and kids who have medical conditions such as cerebral palsy, autism, and things of that nature. So it's definitely a needed industry. There are 1,000 people turning 65 almost every day now. So what does that mean? This is a great opportunity. Just like Prada said, I am the opportunity piece. And even Anthony knows, because I call him with opportunities all the time. And he'll be like, I ain't taking that. So let's move forward. And I'll tell you a little bit more about myself. How do you work this? Is it a... Okay. So about me, mom of 3 boys. Yes, I have 3 boys. Bless my heart and soul. Anybody else have boys or kids? Y'all feel me? This is a business trip, but it's fun too, right? Right? You're away from the kids. Okay, my mom is like probably going crazy. Cat mom. Any cat parents? Cat parents? Dog parents? Okay. All right, I'm the only cat mom. Okay. Her name is Lola, by the way. I'm a podcaster. Yes, I will be dropping the link to my podcast later. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, as you can hear in my voice. My hobbies include hot yoga, gym, reading, traveling, and making money. Anybody else like making money in here? Everybody, right? Everybody. My favorite book is The 4 Agreements. Anybody read that book? Yes. Can you tell me what one agreement is?
I can.
Don't assume, right? Don't assume. Don't take anything personal.
That part.
Right, those are my 2 favorite. Occupation, I'm a care matchmaker. So anybody on Bumble here? Anybody? Nobody? Anybody on a matchmaking site? Don't be shy. Okay. So if you're dating, right? You date online and then you date in person too, right? So I just think of me as a care matchmaker for people who need care in the home, and the caregiver and the nurses. So that's what I do. I sit in the middle. I have my laptop. I have my phone. simple way, and I am the middle woman between the care. So, it's a fun job. Went from neurotech to home care owner. Anybody know what a neurotech does? Anybody into neurology at all? Brain, yes. So I'm a brain girl. I love the brain. That's something that I always talk about. If you listen to my podcast, talk about the brain a whole lot. But basically, I used to monitor kids who have seizures all the time. So it's a fun job. Been in the senior care industry over a decade. And I'm the owner and operator of a 6-figure home care agency in Atlanta for over a decade. I've been doing this for a long time. I don't look that old, I know. So I'm also a home care and senior living consultant. And my most favorite thing is marketing and sales for senior living. So like a lot of y'all have group homes, so and assisted living, so I've helped people rebrand, because a lot of people acquire. Anybody acquire a building or anything that was already running? I know Anthony has. Anthony, I know it's hard to kind of, if it's a bad reputation, it's hard to turn it around. Me, the caregiver, I turn things around, okay? Something that's not on here, a fun fact about me, I moved to Atlanta to be a singer, songwriter, dancer. So, but now I'm the Beyonce of home care, so we gotta move forward with that. Yeah, that worked out a little bit, but next I'm gonna get into, I gotta learn how to do this. What do you do again? You just tap it? Oh, you tap it, okay. Oh, all right. So, anybody know this president right here? Anybody? I was gonna tell your age, I know. Anybody know this president?
Is that Carter?
It is. See? I wish I had some treats. She's answering all my questions. So, this young lady right here is my grandmother. She was the first Black congresswoman in Greenville, Mississippi. And she got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis at 35. So back then, of course, they did not have all the medication and innovations that we have now. So unfortunately, she became fully total care, and my mother took care of her until her last days. Recently, last year, she did pass away. And she had a lot of pain and suffering, including being mistreated in the home several times by caregivers. So I felt the calling in my life to start a home care agency, and that's what I did. Even though I was like, God, I'm like, no, I'm a singer. I'm Beyonce, remember? I'm Rihanna, but I just really just kept getting the inkling to do something beyond myself, and that's why I went into home care. And by the way, my grandmother, she never, ever told me she was proud of me until I did this. So she's very hard on her grandkids. Anybody raised in the South, y'all already know how that goes. So that's basically how this all started, because of my grandmother, Sarah Johnson. And my goal is to provide and help 1 million people who need care. And that is either through my company or helping other people start their companies or acquire care companies as well. So the types of services that we offer and that anybody else who wants to do this can offer is skilled nursing, pediatric care, wound care, medication management, IV therapy, personal care, and transportation to doctor's appointment, personal care, skilled care housing, and also you can be a personal care and skilled care housing finder. So these are all the services that we provide, and you don't need a building. That's the best part about it. We go into the home. So this is something that could be added to what you do. Let's say you have a group home, you have an assisted living. I also staff assisted livings. I staff hospitals, right? So it's there's no ceiling to it, and that's what I love about it. I can just work from my laptop. Like I said, I'm the care matchmaker, so I just sit there with my team, and my nurses go out, my caregivers go out. No, I'm not a nurse. No, I'm not a caregiver. Have I given care before when somebody has called out? Yes, I have. So this is a profitability example, which is actually a real example. This is my client, Mr. Rayo. We had him for about 5 years. This is him. This is me at his daughter's wedding, and he was just so happy to be there. I got to literally walk him down the aisle with his daughter, which was a very teary-eyed moment. But I have a lot of these moments with my clients. I do personally go touch every last client that I have because it's just something that I love to do. So Mr. Ray has dementia and needs 7 days of care a week at 40 hours a week. Charge per hour is $35 an hour. Caregiver makes $15 an hour. Agency profit is $20 an hour. Profit per month is $3,200 a month for the lifespan of the client. So you do the math. We had him for 3 years, right? We'll get into what the overhead looks like for home care. 10 clients like Mr. Rayo, that's $32,000 a month, right? Okay, easy money. Not that easy, but it's just, you know, do the math. You don't have to pay it for a building, so. The cost of doing business. So a lot of my mentees, I tell them, work from home, work from home, work from home. You don't have to get a big office space. You don't have to be big fancy. You don't have to do all that. Just a room in your house is fine. The insurance is can range between $350 to $1,500 a month. Your home care software can be $200 to $500 monthly, depending on what you get. I'm totally all digital, so I can sign someone up from anywhere, from here if I have a client call me. I have a VA working right now, so I don't have to do all that. A virtual assistant, $1,200 monthly. Director of nursing, hourly pay, $4 an hour. PRN, they're not a full-time person, so it's as needed. Supplies for staff, $150 monthly if you need supplies. Marketing budget, about $1,500 a month. Experienced marketer is about $65,000 yearly. Acquisition of a company can range between $50,000 and up. So as far as like for marketing, I would say sometimes people want to skimp out on marketing, they want to be their own marketer. I would always say to hire for what you need. You don't want to just open up a home care or take over a home care and you don't know what you're doing. So that's my advice on that end. Any questions on this before I move past this? We'll have questions at the end if needed to. So forms of payments that you can take is long-term care insurance, private pay, Medicaid, health insurance, veterans aid and attendance, government and hospital contract, and assisted living contracts. So I have an ebook that I'm giving out for free today. It's called The 7 Mistakes I Made in Home Care, because I made a lot of mistakes over a decade. I made a lot of mistakes, right? So the first one, in making the wrong hires, I'll give y'all a short story. I had a CNA, amazing CNA, great CNA, and I was like, you know what? I want her to be my office assistant. She's gonna be amazing. She's gonna just do an amazing job, right? So I thought I was hiring a me, so I gave her all my tasks. And entrepreneurs know we do 10 things. Not all well, but you know, we do all this stuff and then you hire somebody like, oh, just do this. Training wasn't adequate. She had a $7 pay raise, but she ended up quitting after like 2 months, and she was just like in tears. She's like, this is too much, I'm overwhelmed. I was like, oh dang, she feels like how I feel, but I just power through it, I guess. So figured out I need to hire for what I really needed versus like just trying to promote someone and then not training them. So I really learned that you have to know what you're looking for, because when you have that front, and also I just really like think I see people's potential a lot. I don't know, anybody else do that? Don't hire for potential. They need to be exactly what that job description is, and you need to verify it like 100%. And I'm okay with training, but sometimes it's like if it's not there, it's just not there. Right, and I had signs, you know, I'm not even gonna talk about the signs. We all know when you're employees, y'all just turn the other way. And, you know, I've had signs. So also, so that's my rule, hire the best talent. Even when it comes to nursing, I had my RN that I hired at first. She was kind of hands-off. She really wasn't passionate. She was all about like the money and things of that nature. So what I wanted was somebody that was passionate about care, right? Someone who really, really wanted to believe in my vision. I want to help 1 million people that need care. That's a big vision. That's a huge vision. So I need someone who's behind me and be like, hey, okay, I'll sign up 1 million people. That's fine. And I have a new nurse, and she writes curriculums for nursing schools, and she's very, very thorough. And she's like, she said, I can't sign off on this and that. I had 2 or 3 nurses quit because she wouldn't sign off on their paperwork. But I need somebody that thorough. Because when the state comes, anybody been audited by the state? they don't play the radio. Okay, that's a country saying. Bootstrapping. So my first home care company was started off tax money. Anybody start a company off tax money? Y'all all got loans in here. Y'all got good credit and stuff like that. Anyway, at the time that I was getting tax returns for being a neurotech, I started my agency with that. And it's a low-cost startup, right? It's a low-cost startup, so that's how I did it. I would not recommend it. Number one rule, don't do it. Don't do it. And then quit your job and bootstrap, don't do it. Don't do it, it's not for the weak. I survived, but don't do it, okay? I do have some client success stories. As you can see, this is the proof. These are the receipts. I'm touching and impacting lives. Something I thought I would never do. My name actually means helper of man. Alexandra means helper of man. So, fun fact. These are my links. This is the free ebook right here. And then that's also on the card that I handed out. And then you also can book a call with me if you need it. My email is workwithme@thecaregirl.com. That's my IG, thecaregirl.com. I'm on LinkedIn, I'm Alexandra Edwards. And then my next link is just my podcast. Follow me on my podcast, please. Any questions at all, Anthony? Anybody? Oh, you have a question?
Have you helped people specifically? I own a home care company in New Jersey for about 9 years.
Oh, nice.
And so I wanted to know, have you helped anybody in New Jersey? New Jersey's awful.
Oh.
I'll just tell you. It's highly, highly regulated. And so there's a lot of barriers. I wish I knew this prior to only starting it here. I'd do it in any other state other than New Jersey. But how do you help people in New Jersey is my question, because it's so different here.
I have not. What difficulties, like, if you can give me a roundabout?
Well, workers' comp is extremely expensive. You have to be accredited to be in the state. You cannot operate in the state without being accredited. They want you to have certain building requirements for you to, like, even your home. I started off in my basement, but you had to have a ramp and be accessible, and then you have to see caregivers in your home, and I wasn't doing that. So we were meeting other places in the beginning. There's always ways around it, right? But just the accreditation alone, the Board of Nursing, you have to have certified home health aides that are licensed by the Board of Nursing, and that's not easy. I started a school just to get that done, you know? But so there's other states, it's a lot easier to get home health aides or to create them. Yeah. Here is very difficult. So I'd love to talk to you about it.
I have several strategies in my mind, and then anything that's easy is you're not gonna make a lot of money in.
Correct.
If you solve this problem, you will make a lot of money. Like I said, in 30 years, the senior population is they will overpopulate us, and there will be more old than young, right? So if you get your business up and going and you solve those problems, you're gonna make what you need, and you'll have a overpopulation problem of clients, right? So I think what we miss when it comes to the staffing piece is, okay, who do I need to talk to? The who, not the who and the how, right? So you need to bridge those two together and figure out who you need to talk to get to those. Do you need to partner with a school? Do you need to partner with a home health company? I use people to solve problems. Sometimes I don't have the answer, but 9 times out of 10, y'all have the same problem, so you guys can work together. But yeah, call me. Thank you so much, y'all.